Hey everyone, thank you for joining me in this video. I know a lot of you really want to know what's been happening, and I won't let you wait till the end of the video. We are thankful, we are happy, including my extended family, that my dog is well, he is alive, okay, he's still recovering. I don't even know if it's okay to say he's 100%. I would say he's not 100%. But his improvement has been nothing short of miraculous. I want to tell you what happened. For those of you who don't know, my name is Rick9G. Thank you for joining me today. I'm coming back after a little bit. I had a little bit of absence on YouTube. I focus on classic TV shows, comedies, things, and shows that I absolutely love. I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island, Hogan's Heroes. That's what I'm passionate about. These aren't videos that I usually make. Sometimes I do movie reviews. I used to, at least. But I felt that because of this recent event that was truly life-changing to me, that I needed to make a video like this. It's not going to be super crazy edited. It's just going to be me talking to you. So just letting you know that this is not what I usually do, but I'm happy to do it because the outpouring of love that I've had with this event is something I've never encountered, and I was so humbled. And it was so helpful to see all these things. I want to apologize if I don't get back to every single person. That's why I'm making this video, and I'm saying thank you to each and every one of you. I am so appreciative. The thoughts, the love, the prayers, the encouragement, the letting me know that it's going to be okay, the solidarity with what's happening. Now let me start from the beginning. Falco is my 8-year-old greyhound. He was a racer, a dog racer, and he used to be on those tracks in Mexico actually, and he's picked up by this foundation who doesn't want these dogs because of many different reasons. Of course, they want championship racers at the track, but when they're not, they find out there's something wrong with them. Or with my dog, he broke his rear leg, and so to them, the dog is useless now. So what they do is this foundation says, hey, we'll for free take him off your hands. Just don't do anything bad to the dog. Just we'll take him. We'll adopt him in the good family. And that's how I was able to get Falco. His name is Falco with an O. He's right. The greyhound is it is the fastest dog, one of the fastest land animals. So just like the peregrine falcon is my favorite fastest bird in the world, fastest animal ever, Falco. I think it was a perfect name. Anyway, Falco is the nosy dog, the dog who's like, what's happening? And he goes and he sees things, and he's the one who is, okay, Falco, go lay down. He's just like by next to you, and he's like, yeah, I'm ready to do something. Energetic, still at 8 years old. Wonderful dog, so loving. I can tell you that the two worst times in my life, two worst periods, I had a full year where I had 5 family deaths, grandparents, uncles, great-grandparents, all in the span of 5 people in the span of a year. Every 3 months, someone passed away. And I felt like my world was turned upside down. Falco was there. And I remember some days just crying uncontrollably. And he was there. He was there right next to me. He knew, and he put his head on my lap. He would snuggle with me. He knew something was wrong. But he was there. And believe it or not, he gave me strength. I know if some of your pet owners, you know this. If you're not, I know it may be a little bit like, but believe me, when you do get a pet, they become part of your family. You know that they're not human, but the love, the innocence they have is something that is indescribable. It's something you can't describe. Anyway, segue. And another event, which I won't go into in this video, literally probably the worst event in my life, hardship, and he helped me. He helped me through that. Fast forward to not long ago, Falco was a good, healthy dog. For people who don't know, greyhounds are very sensitive in terms of like they can't be outside for long in the heat because they can get heat stroke. If they're too long in the cold, their fur isn't that thick to keep them warm, and so they could get too cold. And so it's like they're kind of finicky. They're a little bit delicate. I was aware of that. I take precautions. If he changes diet too drastically, he has stomach issues, something many people don't know. If you actually give them to eat, they have a meal, and you take them out for a walk, and they run really fast, there's a real big chance that if you don't wait 45 minutes that they could pass away because their stomach isn't connected to pretty much anything. It's free flowing, so it gets lodged into the rib cage, and that's it for them. So I'm very careful. But yes, sometimes he has stomach issues, stool changes, consistency. I know this is maybe a little bit, I would say viewer discretion is advised at this part. I will put a number down here, and this is the number if you want to skip through this to go forward, because I do want to explain what he had. I want to respect that some people don't want to know that, but want to know what happened. So I'll put a number down here. Just make sure to advance the video to this number, and it'll be all clear. So basically what happened, his stool started becoming loose, which isn't great, but it's not that big of a deal. But then one day at home, I could just tell something wasn't right. And he basically defecated blood, a pool of blood. I'm talking about something like, it was more than a foot in diameter, completely liquid. It was as if someone had like opened a hose, if that makes sense. It was traumatic to see. It was traumatic to see him lose that much fluid. I'd never heard of that in my life. I didn't know that was physically possible. He is an 80-pound dog, but losing that much fluid scared me. Can't describe the smell to you. It wasn't an excrement type smell. It was a sick, putrid smell. I said, something is really wrong. I froze. I was like, it was as if it was like a war scene. I called my family. I was like, I need your help because I don't know what's going on here. Not long after that, he actually threw up blood, a lot of it. And that one looked like if someone had opened a hose, very vivid color. I said, this dog has to go to the hospital right now. Again, I was happy that my family was able to arrive and help me drive, help me drive there and everything. We got him there. We had the masks on, all that with what's going on in our world. And they took him in, and they had him for several hours. I would say like 6 hours maybe, and we were just checking back. They did tests on him. I honestly thought he wasn't going to make it. I really did. I was preparing for that. I was like, well, I've had 8 years of him. I know this is part of life, but it was so hard because of the suffering that I saw him. This isn't comedy even for humans, I don't think. And for a dog, a poor dog, I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong, right? And to see him go through that, my best buddy, and I couldn't do anything. I mean, you're so helpless, right? And going to the hospital, when they call you and they tell you the price, I went nuts. Let me show you of what they gave me. If you see over here, it can come close to $4,000. And that doesn't even remedy the problem. They never gave me a proper diagnosis because they didn't know. They wanted to do all these tests. It could have gone up into close to $10,000. I decided for them to give him certain medications, antacids, things like that. They also gave him fluids, IV. They kind of kept him going. They gave him like anti-nausea, all this because he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink. And they gave him something for, I think, antibiotics as well. And so they gave him a lot of stuff to help him out. But they're like, yeah, but we have to do all this. And I was like, you know what? He needs to be home and heal, and we recover from there. Because just one night there would be close to $2,000. And so I was like, this is ludicrous. So I got him home, and I don't know. I was just with him. I laid with him. He was just laying there. He wouldn't move. It was just so out of character of him. I was heartbroken because it was like not one or the other. If it's time to go, I understand. I'll deal with it. It'll be hard. But I was like, why is it this prolonged thing? Why are there no answers? Why? There was just nothing. There was no hope. I saw no hope. But I started to see people's messages. I started to take prayers to heart, all this good stuff. Woke up the next morning and he looked like he was gone. His mouth was, I have video, I don't want to show it. I can't even look at it. I've seen it. Obviously, I saw it. I actually passed out for a little bit seeing that. Again, he had released all this blood everywhere, all over the house. And he was just, it looked like he had minutes to go. I didn't know what to do. I took him outside. He went again on the sidewalk, just uncontrollably. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I didn't know what to do. I had to go out later with the bucket and clean, and that wasn't the big idea. It's just, what is going on? Why is this continuing? How can I help him? It was just a helpless, what do I do, literally? Like, it's just like you're in the middle of the desert, and it's like, what now? Took him back home, and I remember they gave me pills, and they told me I could give it to them either, I could give him those pills to stop the diarrhea either at night or in the morning. I didn't know he would have that. So after I came in, I wanted to give him the pill with food. He would not take food, he would not take drink, he wouldn't open his mouth, he would just go back. Falco is prone to bite if you bug him or annoy him. If you touch him in improper places, he doesn't like his hips being touched and stuff. I've never force-fed him, but I said, if I don't give him this pill, he's gonna die. And so I said he might bite my finger. I don't know what he's gonna do. He barely had any strength. So I just literally opened up his mouth, put the pill in. I did it 4 times because he kept like spitting it out until the last time I got it in. After I got that pill in, no more issues stomach-wise. We just tried to give him water. We actually had a doctor friend come over, human doctor, gastrointestinal doctor, a good family friend. I attribute the hospitalization, that pill that we're still giving him, it's antibiotic, but it's also anti-diarrhea, I believe. And he gave him IV, like the liquid from the IV. He wanted to inject him. Falco wouldn't have any of that. But with the water, he started lapping up the IV for some reason. He told us to give him Gatorade. He started drinking the Gatorade. He's on a liquid-only diet for almost 30-something hours. And yeah, after that IV, after that night, he started to get up. He started to have more energy. He was plugged up now. I could see it in his face, he was better. And all I could tell you was, it's a miracle, because that doctor that came before he gave him the IV, he told us, I'm here to comfort you guys because this dog will not make it the night. Now, this is a professor that teaches other doctors. Yes, he's not a vet, but the vet didn't even know what was wrong. We were thinking all these, we can get a diagnosis, nothing. You can see how helpless this is. And he said the dog won't last the night, so we believed that. And to see him get better, we were so thankful, but I couldn't believe it. I couldn't sleep for I don't know how long. I couldn't enjoy my shows. Like, it's not about me, but I'm telling you how broken I was, why it was so gone. Last thing I wanted to do was make a video. I couldn't even enjoy my favorite shows, and that's what I mean, but my concern was him. I was feeding him. I was literally every 10 minutes giving him water from the bowl, and he was taking it because he couldn't even get up himself. He would do all that by himself. But he's so much better. No stomach issues. He's starting to do normal stool now. Blood's gone. He's perking up. That picture that you saw is him a couple hours ago. He's sitting up. He was not sitting up at all. He actually greeted me at the door today. He's running around. He would always, when I came home, he would go like a celebration. He didn't do that when he was sick. He would just lay there. That's very atypical. And he actually now comes to see me. He goes outside. He wants to pull. He did lose a lot of fluids. And so I'm trying to keep him calm to not do, and we show this to the doctor, and they're like, this shouldn't be possible. What the dog is capable of doing, how the dog is, I don't have an explanation. Maybe there doesn't need to be an explanation. I thank you. I thank you for your love, for your prayers. I'm feeling so much better. He's feeling so much better. I really think he's going to be well. I want to leave you with a couple things, guys and gals. That was my story. I do want to let you know there's this quote that I think was beautiful. and I read it today and I want to share it with you. It kind of goes with my story. Hopefully it helps you if you're having any issues. It says, maybe time running out is a gift unto itself. Each day speaks to us the message that all we have is now. Now to live, now to love, now to suffer and rejoice. That's all we need to know for now. And that put me at ease, because I was like, well, what if he's going to get worse? What if? The two worst words in the English language when placed together. You can't live like that. All I know is this dog was on that doorstep. And now he is, with all that happened, he is the best. Again, there's no words. So thank you so much. You guys and gals have reached out to me with so much awesomeness, so much love. I want to read some of your things. I'm not going to read any of them twice. I can't read all of them, obviously. There are hundreds. I just want to read some just to thank you guys. Hey Rick, I'm sorry to hear about your dog's health issues. Four-legged family members are just as precious as our biological ones. Hang in there, stay positive. Look forward to more of your content when you return. I won't read names because maybe some people don't want to hear their names. Hope all is well with you. Sending love and prayers. Just checking in to see how you and your dog are. Be assured you're not alone and you're loved. Wow. Keep positive, be hopeful, and remain the great guy you are and will always be. Wow. Sending my prayers to you. Someone says, I feel your pain. They wrote this beautiful thing. I won't read it, but I definitely took it to heart. Thank you so much, Vivi. You know who you are. Lots of love for you and your pup. Hope things go well. Rick, bless your heart. I'm very sad about you and your fur baby. All these messages, okay? There's more. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Allergy season. It's just incredible. The love, guys and gals. This is what happened. This is my life. I share it with you gladly. I'm so happy you're a part of my life. I thank all of you. I thank the man upstairs. I'm thankful to my dog for being my love. One day, I'm gonna take him out when he's 100% recovered, and yeah, I'm gonna have you come along and show you how he is. May take him to the dog park so you can see how he is. Wonderful doggy, such love, such innocence. I hope this didn't bring you down, because it did end well. Again, this is real life. You can't script this. This is my life. And yes, sometimes one day is all you need. Sometimes 2 days is all you need. All I know is he's here. I'm happy as of this video. And we continue forward. Videos will be coming out. I'm happy to get back on the train, guys and gals. All I ask is for your continued love and support, and all, of course, continue with my zany, wacky, fun content that I love to make, and I love to hear that you enjoy. That motivates me. So we'll see you next time, guys and gals. I thank you for lifting me up. You guys and gals tell me what my videos do for you. This time, you guys and gals helped me, kept me afloat, kept me sane, and yes, nourish me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, be hopeful.